can't say we'll never. It's just like a trance, some sick circumstance. I'm on everything and best, and we can't last forever. Jesus, we got a good thing going, baby. Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. When the beat comes alive, baby, got a good thing going, baby. Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. I'm out on the run, kinda time all your love, but I'm up on some fun. Some say it's all right on. It's a conspiracy, some strange ecstasy. How could you fall to be wrapped up with the villain? Jesus, we got a good thing going, baby. Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. When the beat comes alive, baby, got a good thing going, baby. Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. And maybe if we just keep running, baby. Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. When the beat comes alive, baby, got a good thing going, maybe. Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. She says she got a good thing going. She said she got a good thing going. She said she got a good thing going. Oh! She says she got a good thing going, baby. Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. When the beat comes alive, baby, got a good thing going, baby. Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. And maybe if we just keep running, baby, Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. Just you got a good thing going, baby, Mr. Monster Man, and when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Hey guys, let's get started with a little bit of Doom and celebration of the season here. So let's get started. Hey, Smecky. To be honest, Sunglasses, as much as I love these guys, this is a dark game, so I'll take these off for now. Oh man, hey, what's going on, Morgan? I'll turn the slide up a little bit. Let me adjust the light just a little bit. I just have to make sure the green light behind me is like well lit, but it doesn't also blind me when I'm trying to play. The green screen. No, it's kind of spooky. Let's see if we can change colors. Yeah, the green, that's just not having it. That could work. Yeah, it's close. Can you say one color? That's all I want, man. Ooh, this. All right. I'm in a new apartment right now, and so there's not as much light, so I've got to use this ring light. And I just don't want to get blinded while I'm trying to play. Alright. Nice and spooky now. Almost perfect. Okay. Man, Morgan, you were quick. Oh boy. Ah! What the? I looked down to read one notification. That's what I get for that. Oh. Oh, I checked one DM. It'll take it, but it's not enough. Oh, hey, Jillian. Actually, it looks like I can adjust this just a little more. Yeah. There we go. Looks like that corner was acting a little weird. There we go. We really need health. Alright, so I don't need this anymore. Volume sounds pretty good. Alright, tough guy, let's go. hard to see. Come to think of it, I gotta look around. I actually might have the jacket. Let's see. It's possible. I may have some of the Walton stuff, but it's not Halloween yet. Like, it's a Halloween stream, but Halloween is in a few days. But let's take a look. I'll look around. Hold on. There's a small chance, I don't think so, but there's a small chance it's actually in my car, which is right outside the room. So let me take a look, if you guys are okay to wait just for a second. I just want to see if I indeed do have the Walton jacket. It should be here, but let's take a look. I'll be 15 seconds. Okay. I don't know. I have the Walton sash. It may be in one of the other bags that was not packed yet. This is the sash I had around my waist. The closest thing I have to something like appropriate I have the Thrill Killer outfit, which is the silver shirt and the military thing with the epaulets. Let's take a look real quick in the other room, as I have is a neoclassical shirt and it has the top. If I can find it, yeah, I can do the stream with that. If not, best I can do for compromise is the Thrill Killer outfit. Let me take one more look, guys. Be right back. All right. All right. Yeah, unfortunately, I believe I stored it in my bedroom closet, at my parents' house to get ready for the Megatronics video. So unfortunately, I don't have that. Best I could do today is the Thrill Killer outfit, but with matching shades and all that, or matching enough. But anyways, let's get back to some Doom 3 and see how we do. But yes, I will try to get a hold of the Walton outfit sometime in a little bit. Alright, where was I? I heard about the cat stuff. Spanky made me aware of that. I heard all about that. Alright. Check the messages here. I gave it my best. I know it's not too gothy. Here we go. But let's get back to it. Thanks. It's okay. I derailed your chat first. It was fun. There we go. It was fun. Mr. J or whatever. Hey! I know. I like cracking jokes on Joker fans. Thank you! I put this all together myself. I didn't make them, but I ordered them and everything, and I was very picky about this outfit. But that's my standard Thrill Clear Live attire. I mean, I don't mind, saying stupid shit like, we live in a society, Veronica. It's funny, but it's cringy as hell. Like, the friend zone is one of the worst human rights violations ever made, or whatever. I think Jillian would make for an adorable Harley Quinn. I can hear her in the accent already. I'll bring it up to Lucas, see if he can encourage you.
Service lift called to station.
Oh god, this part's gonna be so annoying. Calling it now. Ow. Jillian, could you send me a voice memo of you doing Mr. J for me, please? It's Halloween, you know? Pretty please. Just say Mr. J for me. It'd be fun. Yeah, just give me a big Mr. J. I know you got it in you. Oh, come on. The hell was that? Come on, be cool. It's always my dream to have a goth girl tell me Mr. J.
Maintenance exit now accessible.
Dude, I got some health in here, man. Alright. Ah, health. Oh no. I did it again. I'm stuck again? Oh my god, are you serious? No, I'm not. I'm good. Where everything's fine. Just gotta go up again. I think. What the? No, you just totally... God, I hate this part of the game. This is one of the worst designed Doom levels I've ever seen. This is beyond stupid. What am I supposed to do? Piss off. Like, what am I supposed to do now? Am I screwed? No. Okay, we're okay. We're okay.
Service
You have to start all over again. I mean, I like Doom 3 for what it's... Oh my god, I'm down to 8 health. I was just giving this game credit. I gotta take it away now. I'm gonna have to be so precise. Oh my god. Come on, if you give me like a Mr. J, I'll give you like a hello nurse, okay? Deal? Oh, thank God. So that's what I'm supposed to do, huh? I can take a look in a little bit. I'm gonna try to beat this stupid puzzle. What? Which way am I supposed to go? Here? God. Oh my God. You need to die. Thank you. Man. Screw you, Kakademon. We're done with that part of the game. Well, don't we... You guys have points, right? That's... We got a system for that. Jillian has like so many points stored up. She could literally have me flex like half this entire episode if she wanted to. All right, I can give you one, yeah. All right, yeah, there we go. Actually, probably better shot here. Yeah, I should forget the left though. Actually, is it? Yeah, it's gonna miss the right. Oh. Wait, does that have to go this way? There we go. Man, it just hates this light. Okay, there we go. So. Give me some more time. This is my second day at my old gym again. Once I get back to my 2019 levels like this is not going to be nearly... Like, what I used to be able to do was way bigger than that. I was telling Spanky earlier, I'm, like, I got a way to go back to my peak. On my peak, some of my muscles were having trouble, like, staying inside my jackets. Like, they were starting to, like, push out and stuff. But... I had to look after dads, and then obviously the pandemic. So my job is to get back to those levels again. I was like doing like two sessions a day, all that crap. So today I did about an hour. Yeah, look at my stuff in Space Kumite if you want to see me at my best. That, or if you look up Thrill Killer 3, the music video, that was me at probably my peak. I trained for about a year for that role. I busted my butt for that. What? Jerry, go away. Don't give me that look. You've been fed twice today. Yeah, if you look the music video up, the fight scene specifically, that was filmed like at my like peak. I had to really bust my butt for that. I had to do a carb load, all sorts of crazy stuff. Oh, that's cool. Way to go. Nice job, Morgan. still. Oh, I post tons of photos of Jerry. Yeah, I love my little boy. He likes the new apartment. I just moved in. God. On. Stop it. He's very pouty. I gave him extra food because he hated the trip over here. And now he thinks I'm going to give him this extra food every single day.
Marine, are you at the communications facility yet? You gotta get that message to the fleet now. Watch out for Campbell and Swan. Those two agents don't give a damn about what happened to Annie. I gotta move on.
Stop it. Man. He's being so pouty tonight. That's cool. I wish I wasn't allergic to dogs. Dogs like me. I like dogs. We get along very well, but I'm allergic. What the heck? Why are you so stubborn?
Power fluctuations in main communications router 48A6. Attempting installation reroute.
Oh my god.
Primary communication systems offline. Attempt to configure secondary tower failed.
What the hell am I stuck on? Oh my god. I need to get down and get that health. Good thing I saved it all. It's a terrible angle for me. I have an idea. I can see you guys better too if I do this. Okay. So if we do an angle. There we go. Much better. Okay, where is that health I had? Here we go. Oh my goodness. I'm still not. It'll work. I gotta like tinker with this place a little bit. I gotta go maintenance. What? Oh, okay. There was Zelda right there. Wow. Alright, well, we got a lot for later if I need it.
Communication system overload. Communications shut down.
Screw you.
Marine. Delta system computers are showing all off-base communications down. It's that fool Swan. We're gonna have to find another way to send that message. Make your way to the satellite room and manually establish a link from there. Base schematics are showing the quickest way is through engineering. You
Unable
can't
to
fail
transmit
them.
message.
Get that message sent.
That was so adorable when I guessed your cat's name. I was like just being, you know, just being playful. And I was like, as long as you know a cat named Salem and you're, my cat's name is Salem. Hey, get back here. Yeah, block that. It's getting intense. Oh. Hey. God. What are you looking at, Jerry? What are you doing? Using the windows. What's going on, big guy? Alright, you can see little visitor, okay? That's my little boy. He's very curious right now. It's Jerry. Yeah, he's my little co-host today. I gotta walk over, but I will after I'm done. I'll see if I can. Ah, dang it. See if I can get him over here. Hey, buddy. He's on the other end of the couch now. Come on. Come on, big guy. Come on. Alright, fine, asshole. Alright, he doesn't want to come over. He enjoys his new perch. Screw your shield.
Marine, I believe the source of the invasion on the main portal here in Delta. After you send that transmission, get here as quickly as possible.
Look up some locker codes. Hold on. Ammunition 054. Two, 4, 6. Okay. Thank you. Okay. The only problem is I'm trying to get them like to stay center on my shoulders, but hey, what's good, Samunis? What's going on? Okay, so where am I going? Oh, right. Shotgun stinks in this game. Thanks, little guy. Jerry, stop.
Tony, computer system shows Swan and Campbell are still in the area. Watch out for them. And get that transmission sent.
Manual uplink established.
Marine, you hear me? Back off from that console. Do not call for reinforcements. We don't know what the hell is going on here. And until we do, this area remains under UAC control. Cancel that transmission.
Satellite connection established. Transmission terminated.
You did the right thing. Until we know what's happening here, we need to keep ourselves sealed off from everyone else. The monorail entrance looks clear. Meet up with us there. We need to reach the Delta Complex and stop this.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Myrno.
Marine, you have just violated a direct order. Get your ass back to that console and send that transmission.
Whoops. Why did I do that? Get a little trigger happy there.
Marine, this is your last chance to get...
Wait, is it the maintenance or engineering? I forgot. Yeah, I've been here before. What? That doesn't make sense. I've already been here before. Take that. Oop. Okay. I think it's the garage I gotta go to. Yeah, I think it's the garage. I think. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Okay, where's the lobby? Okay, those are broke, so this is not the right way. Okay, lobby, lobby, lobby. Man, he was annoying. What? Man, he's dead. Where's the damn lobby? I'm down with that. Cats are the best. Oh, hey, what's up, Rick? How you doing, man? Thanks for dropping by my YouTube stream. What's going on, dude? Oh, man. Man, I like cats. I'm not sure like furry stuff though, but I like cats. I sleep next to a cat every day. He's wonderful company. So is it engineering I gotta go to? I don't understand. Cats are awesome. Oof. I don't get it. Oh, that sucks, man. No, I'm not doing that. You can though. I think I'm pretty. I got enough cat Craig because I actually have a cat joining me on stream tonight. How do we? Do I have to climb up? Nope. Okay, so this is out. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you can see Jerry soon, right? I know he'd like to see you. That sucks, man. What happened? How'd you crack it? Oh, sorry about that. Oh, man. Long day. Ah, yes, Pooh. What a good boy he was. He was the best. Most trusting cat I've ever met. Oh, that sucks. I had to get mine repaired recently, actually. Hey! So, is it communications, I guess? Is that where we are? This is so confusing. Did it show the new sub? Yes, in case it did. Here you go. Man. Next to follow. Yeah, Jerry's pretty cool. Jerry's still a good boy, but yeah, he's very spooky. Dude, by all means, man. Power Rob official. I'm usually a little more active on there. Restream gets a little bit funky, so I haven't been able to stream as much as I used to. But yeah, man, hop on Twitch, man. It's Power Rob official. I'm not sure. Yeah, Jerry's a goofball. I see where this is going. Man, chainsaw in this game is so good. Oh no. Revenant? Yeah, whatever. I got the chainsaw. What? Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it, buddy. Put the little update here. Thanks for the follow, man. Hope you're having a fun weekend. But yeah, I'll be on here a lot more than YouTube. Just because Restream is just weird sometimes. Dang it, every time I get the chainsaw, I put the chainsaw away, that guy comes out. Thanks, man. Man, I need health really bad. Really bad. Oh, you guys are annoying. Coming out of the woodwork. What the? Oh my god, they have the homing as well. Great. Oh my god. Yes, I know you're there. Oh my god. Oh. It's gonna load like super far behind, I bet. If it does, I'm gonna play Doom 1. Oh, it is. Oh, I don't wanna go through all this again. It's obnoxious. What the? God. I'm tempted to just switch over to just old school Doom. More of my element in there. Yeah, do that. Well, I want to make sure I mix it every once in a while. Make sure it's different. Don't be too one note with you guys. If I could live stream Dokkan Battle, I'd just do that every day. And that's where the Revenant's gonna be. You can't shoot them out of the sky? What the heck? Thought I did that earlier. You look interesting. Ow. Oh my god, are you serious? How do you get behind me? Ooh, man. Oh, I'm drifting. That's what's been causing the problem. Look. I was wondering why my aim was getting weird. This is the drifting controller. It was like, why am I missing more than usual? Like, this something's off. There's like super ultra mega sigma mode where the controller fights you the whole time. Alright. Let's keep going. So if I recall correctly, there is the big guy coming up here. It's been just drifting. You see, like, sometimes I won't touch the controller and it just starts moving. And that happens when I'm aiming. It just random. Like, right now it's not doing it, but earlier it was totally doing it. Like, it would just, as I'm not touching it, it would just do this, like, slowly, like. So when you're trying to aim, like, this is, like, pulling to the left or whatever. Not fun. Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing on the Switch. Yeah, it's really strange. Oh, God. Nope. Yeah, I've heard the Joy-Cons have that effect. The Pro Controller, I just don't know how the heck it's happening on Pro Controller. Yeah, it's funny. I got it on PS. I think I have it on PS4 as well. The Switch is so convenient. Also, that my PS4 gets really hot, and it makes the room hot, and I turn the AC off so it doesn't get picked up by the microphone. So the Switch is the less noisy option, or less hot option. Wait, what? I think is my fan running? Hold on. No, they're not running. I don't think. Yeah, they are. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. That's probably what's going on. This controller has seen better days. Like it kind of like the joys the handles are kind of loose. So I think there might just be I've played this thing too much. Okay, to save trouble, we're just gonna do this. Come on, let's go. Get some. All right. I think we figured it out. Good old grenades. Thanks, grenades. Take care of that problem. Bye-bye. What the? Oh, right next to me. You devil. I don't trust you. Nope. I refuse to indulge you. Duke, come or Papa. Yeah. Yeah, I think this one's just seen better days. No. Bad dog. Ooh, that sucked. That sucked. There's gotta be some health I missed. Okay, so it's not the perfect counter I thought it was. Well, Jerry's not the kind of cat, like, my old cat could just grab him and fling him over my shoulder and he'd be happy, but I think Jerry was abused before I got him, so unfortunately I won't be able to do that. But yeah, I can do that. I'll get another one of these, I suppose. For rooks, for all the new people, we have things I'll do basically for certain amounts of points. But yeah, poor Jerry. But there you go. Okay, right. Health. Where you at? Nope, I am not entertaining you today, Revenant. What the? Oh my god. Okay, that was just obnoxious. Alright, I want to play a game where I can see. We're going to play Retro City Rampage for a little bit. If you guys want a different game, let me know. Gonna wash out all this super dark stuff with some 80s Grand Theft Auto goodness. For those who know or who do not know, this game is basically what if a Grand Theft Auto open world game was made for the NES, and it is absolutely bonkers. Man, Jillian, you would have had a blast checking out Space Kumite. You would have loved it there. If you're all about that, that was the character I played. I would photobomb stuff. And like when someone's taking a photo of themselves, like at the show, I'd be behind like when my hair was like all teased up, and I'd like get in the frame, like kind of adjust my hair, and you know, that kind of stuff. And I would like frame my face, so yeah, get my good side, yeah. Or like me and my teammate would like spray each other's arms with like oil, and like we'd get people like in the crowd to try to do it with us. It's like because we're trying to like flex, like look as good as we can. Like yeah, we were totally our team was totally those guys. All right. Well, you would have had fun too, Spanky. I mean, you knew me for so long, and you missed, like... Well, you missed all of my rock opera adventures. Like, all of the crazy rock operas I did, you missed all of them. It is crazy. Because, like, it defines... It's one of the big defining things of my career. And I was the most goth, like, you'll ever see when I was in Frankenstein. I tried to hook you up with rare Pokemon, but you were like, what do you want? I posted all about it and everything. I thought she'd be like, wow, this is totally up my alley. It's okay. But yeah, my guy was named Big Bix Moonshot. That was my character in Space Kumite. I had like Ultimate Warrior face paint and stuff on. And yeah, my guy, he was like the pretty boy wrestler. Like basically, in the future, according to Space Kumite, there's a ship called the Iliad, and in the Iliad, see, he lost 3 people. This is not as exciting as Doom. Like that's what I'm telling you guys. Like, I want to find games that are more interesting for you guys. Maybe I'll play Diablo. Yeah, I was intimidated by her. Okay, we're done with this game. But yeah, so political debates on this one ship, which is looking for basically the new Earth, Earth 2.0. They're solved by wrestling matches and kind of a blood sport kumite kind of thing. And so there's the Finders, the Keepers, and the Loopers. Those are the 3 main political factions on the Iliad. And my guy was one of the Finders. And for us, it's about taking up space. It's a big chant. You know, it's like, take up space, yeah, yeah. And my character was like, yeah, he's like the pretty Bret Hart kind of dude. And I would have like a teased up hair and like, again, like face paint. And it's a ridiculous, it's like half it's improv. But yeah, if you want to see like that, you know, me at peak dude bro, like, you know, gun show stuff. Me back in November. Oh my god, that was 2 years ago. Oh my god, where did the time go? That was November of 2019 when we did Space Kumite. Oh my god. Yes, no, I totally was like a Bret Hart kind of guy. Like when I would go on, before I would go on stage, I would I'd hand off my pit vipers to one of the people in the crowd and put them on their face, like Bret Hart style and stuff. But yeah, that was me back when I was like, I was going hard. I had a special. I developed. We had to develop our own super moves and stuff. And my super move, like everyone had to develop. You know, we had to like have your own finishing move if we won a match, because all matches were determined by the crowd. And so if I were to win, mine would be where I'd oh, let me kill this guy. Okay, I can see everything. It's great. So anyways. Pit Vipers, oh yeah, man. Pit Vipers are awesome. Tell them Power Rob sent you. My new Pit Vipers are coming in Monday. I'm excited. Yeah, just let them be like in the message, like, yo, Power Rob sent me. You know, I just don't know what happened because like they've hooked me up with so many shades. I want to like let them know that, you know, my friends want to buy them now. But yeah, so like mine, I think for call, mine was like, it was like I'd flex the crowd and what did I do? I would power up. How did I do that? Oh no, I'd adjust my hair. Like my guy was so arrogant. I like do this. Or was it that? And it's like, how did I do? Damn, I forgot my finishing move. But I know part of it was kind of like I'd power up the fist like this, and slow motion, and then I would just have the powered up fist, just deck the guy and finish him off, and then in front of the crowd, you know, did the pose and stuff, and you know, what did I do? It was like this. I forgot, but anyways, yeah, that's exactly who inspired some of my moves. Like I think I did do the one where I did like this part where like you do this. And then you flick it at him and stuff like that. Yes, I did use a Rick Rude move as Bix Moonshot. Rick Rude, man, what a great villain. What a great heel. Yeah, you would have had a hoot at Space Kumite. God, I can't believe this is my last rock opera. My God. Every time I play a bad guy in a rock opera, I am inspired by 80s westerns. Like, that is my favorite kind of villain. Like Ted DiBiase, you know, those kind of guys. But yeah, Rick Rude, man, what a fantastic bad guy. Keep the noise down. It's just, yes. I love watching that man on the mic. Rest in peace. I want all you fat, out of shape, Providence peons to keep the noise down while I give the ladies a good look at the sexiest man alive. It's like, the crowd's like furious at him. Oh, it's so good. I gotta get back to fasting more. Like, I'm doing like a lazy 16/8. But, oh yeah, or like the ones where he put it was his wife's face in his ass. It was good. Where he put the Intercontinental Championship belt around his waist, like spray painted on. Like, yeah, what a fantastic villain. I heard he's a really nice guy behind the scenes too. You know, speaking of guys that have ridiculous physique, I was looking more into like if whenever I train, I always go to like the heaviest weights I can. I was at the front. I thought it was one of them. Oh no, Ultimate Warrior's face. He put Ultimate Warrior's face on his ass. That was what it was. I was thinking, I was trying to determine like if it's best to go for like max weight or like max reps, and usually I'm more of like a max weight kind of guy. Oh, dude, I love it. Okay, there was a diet I did to get ready for Soul Killer 3 that was like the most brutal one I've ever done. I might bring it back. It was 2 weeks of this. I had to calculate my lean body mass. My lean body mass, that means if I was able to guess at the time what my body would be with zero body fat, like completely zero. And I think I calculated it with my coach, and it was something like 138 pounds. And that's like if I had no fat. And at the time, I think I was 180, so I had to get rid of like a good amount of fat. And so in order to really maximize fat and keep the muscle up and everything, the best way to go about it, we deduced, was if I had 800 calories a day, but I managed to get 130, I think something like that, grams of protein. So in order to do that, I had to pretty much use an air fryer. I'll actually do that tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that, because I love air frying chickens. It's awesome. But I had to fit 160 grams of protein, 130 grams of protein inside of an 800 calorie limit a day. And so that was just, I think it was 4 to 6, something like that, air fried chicken breasts a day. And that was my entire day. Like I could have a little bit of Worcester sauce. I always get the name wrong. I could have a little bit of that because that was like almost practically 0 calories. But yeah, that was me at like pushing as hard as I can. Speaking of which, I gotta go pick up my air fryer for my mom. I know she doesn't really want to use it, and she was offering for me to get it, so I gotta grab that. Like I really want to commit to cutting weight like I used to, and in order to do that, the air fryer must come out again. Because I was trying to find a way to like basically cook without having to use oil. Because we were really like I had to chop out olive oil to cook. That was my favorite oil to cook with, and so I couldn't have olive oil because that just added it added some calories I didn't need. But with air frying, you don't need it. Like you could do a little bit. Like you could do like spray, you know. You could do like this, you know, this spray stuff. But even that, everything's got calories in it. So yeah, come tomorrow. Like I had a pretty good diet today. I got about 160 grams of protein in. But I cheated a little bit. Like I had a little bit of like I had a protein like snack I had and a couple Quest bars. But that was to get the protein up. But like I would have like a little couple candies here and there. And you know, for me, I'm trying to like trim down as much as I can. So those are the good old days. So like that I got very lucky because I trimmed and everything for the third Thrill Killer music video. That was like our without a doubt the biggest one we had. Like nothing comes close to the scale of Digital Desperado in our catalog. And but in order to do that, I was like, if we're gonna do like the last one was really big, and so in order to top it, I was like, how do we go the next mile? And what I deduced was, you know, I'm gonna have to train harder than I ever did. I think I can do it. I kind of hurt my elbow a couple weeks ago. My doctor says I have golfer's elbow from training, I guess. But that was the only thing holding me back tonight. But back when I did like when I did hardcore Digital Desperado training, it was counting everything. Like I had to make sure it was maximum protein and just enough calories to where like my body was sated, but like I wasn't giving in to hunger. And so that's one of the big thing for me is getting weight off. But yeah, back then, man, I gotta get that muscle back. Like this stuff, this, what I had before was a little bit denser, a little bigger. I miss it, especially. I mean, before I got into I got into weight like training and all that stuff late. Like I started getting into like fitness probably when I was probably late 2017, and I really got serious in 2019. 2019 fall was me like my best. So I'm trying to get that back again, and I think I can do it, but it just was hard because I had to stay at my parents for a little while to look after my dad, and of course, my parents do not practice any sort of moderation with their food. And it's weird because like that was my dad was always preachy about when I was growing up, but like his dieting habits are probably the worst of the whole family. Like his choice of food is terrible. Like his idea of a healthy drink is like he just constantly drinks Propel water, which is that artificial sweetener water, and he refuses to drink water. Like he just can't drink water. And this is like stuff when I was like 12, I was like that, where I was like I just couldn't have just water. I was so programmed just to enjoy sweet drinks. I just hated water. But I was excited to go back to my old gym again. Having a 24-hour gym is the best. Like I might go back tonight. I'm tempted. That's why I was tired when I got here because I was a little sleepy. I only did about an hour, but I tried to make the hour count. Back in 2018, though, I'd get up, black coffee, go right to the gym, do cardio, and then I'd come back for weights that night. Maybe it's time. Everyone got all bored. We had a drop in viewership. It's like we only hear Rob talk about his weight loss. It's okay. I can see that being boring. I appreciate the 4 that are here though. Like I think it's hard for me to keep weight off and like train like I used to when there's nothing coming up, Like Digital Desperado was like I wanted this to be like me at my best. Appreciate it. Well, no, I see that I guess you guys are part of the 4, so thank you. Appreciate you sticking around. Oh, do get me wrong. Powerade, it tastes great. I love the taste of it. I had to give up a lot of that stuff for the music films. And even now, like when I moved into this place, my sister's old apartment, and she grew up with Japanese food like I did, and so she left behind a lot of like Japanese candies and stuff. And I had a few of those after one of my first meals today, and I was like, you gotta stop. And so I threw all of it out today. It was a test of strength, but I had my last few, and I was like, I've got to stop making excuses. These have got to go. Like this jacket of mine, it fits. I can get it on, but there was a while when I had this, it would not even I couldn't even button the thing up. But back in 2019, this would be like a little loose, and I want to get back to that again. Nope, it's all gone. I can't have that temptation anymore. I've also got goodies for you to eat though when you get here, but I've got to be strong about this. That was one of the few benefits of that was a period of time where I was so immersed in work, like music and all that I didn't really have many people coming over. Like I didn't have guests. Like my social life was was music. And so I spent every day optimizing training as much as I could. Like that was one of the few things of the last, I had a significant breakup in around when I probably late 20, yes, it was 2019. Yeah. It was, I think it was May. Yeah, it was March of 2019, May of 2019. and I was at my heaviest. I was like 200 something. That was, I think, my heaviest. And because I was recently single, I was like, now I'm going to focus on fucking diet. Like, that's it. I can focus on it. I've got no distractions. I want to be the best version of myself ever. Like, I'm approaching the prime of my life. I want to know what that looks like. I want to know what that feels like. And that's when I dropped from June to October. I dropped from 202 to, at my very peak, 159. And I held that for about a couple weeks, and that was very challenging. But I want to get back to that again. I haven't checked in a while, but I'm in the 170s right now, and I want to get back down to that. Most of it was in the 160s when I was really at my peak. But if I can get down to that like 159 area, if I could even get down to like maybe, who knows, 145, and make sure it's like lean, like a lean muscle mass kind of 145. Especially since we might have a photo shoot coming up soon, Spanky. So I want to get ready for that. So I'm going to eat right, train hard, get everything fixed in terms of my workout injuries and all that crap. I don't think so. I mean, that 10, don't keep in mind, that 159, I had more muscle too back then. Like I was pretty dense too, like muscle, or in terms of muscle mass. And I don't quite have what I had back then. Again, it's not a case of me being like, oh, worried about it. It's just kind of like, okay, this is what I've got. You know, this is how I achieve my goals. And now that I'm in my own apartment now, I can do it. The only problem was that my elbow just is feeling better now. So again, I might go back to the gym. Probably, I don't know, I could go back at 2 if I wanted to. Maybe I'll do it. And just finish what I started tonight. But yeah, I think about time. I want to see that the physique I had back in 2019 being what I have for the Power Rob album, like the all the videos, and because the first time ever, there was a sequence in Space Kumite where I had to tear my shirt off, like I had to do Hulk Hogan, like giant high note stuff like that, and I remember when they told me that, I was just about to wrap up filming for Throw Color 3. And so I remember I jokingly messaged my coach, and I'm like, dude, Kyle, we're not done. And I told him, I was like, I got to tear my shirt off on stage. Like, I've always hated the way my abdomen looked. Like, it's always just had too much body fat. And so I remember I made that my goal. I was like, oh, wow, yeah. For that kind of frame, it'd be awesome looking, dude. It's a great goal. But yeah, there's shots of me with the shirt off. If, I know we have a certain person or two in here that are really big into thirst traps I have. I'm not sure if you can find them on my Instagram. Or if you want to, I can, I guess, DM you one of them. I know Spanky's seen those shots. But I was very proud of those moments. That I could, like, there was a shot of me backstage, and I was a little nervous. Where, like, it was me and one of my teammates in Kumite. And, like, I'm kind of posing like that, and when the shot came out, I was like, wow, actually I'm happy with this shot. Like, oh, cool, like I feel comfortable, like, having this shot of me taken, and I want to be that again, I also had to shave everything. Everything was completely just shaved. That was weird. That took some getting used to. But yeah, right at my peak, I was starting to see those abs coming in. I was so proud of that. Because it was like the dense abs. I was working all the time to get those. So now that I have my own place, I can cut out all the garbage, and I can get straight to work. I made friends. I was on dating apps back then, and I matched with this one girl, complete sweetheart. We just ended up becoming friends, and she was a registered nurse, and I remember like she was trying to help. I had all these questions. Like I ended up usually if I matched with someone in the healthcare community, or at least when I did, I would just be curious. Like I'd have questions about what they thought about how the body worked. She was so useful because like I have days where I was like about to cave in, like during my fasting, and I remember I would call her at 11, and I would ask her thoughts on the body's metabolism outside of autophagy. Autophagy is a state that your body gets into when you fast beyond 20 hours. And I asked her, I was like, if I eat now, even though I'm in a caloric deficit, will that affect my gains that much? And she forgot exactly what the question was. What her answer was, well, it won't hurt your gain, your weight loss, but it might stall it. And I was like, all right, fine, I'm not going to eat. Like, I think the most difficult day on the fasting days, where I would have to like divvy out exactly what I was going to eat, all that stuff. There was a day where like, I remember I opened the fridge to like microwave these delicious steamable potatoes. They were like garlic and bacon flavor and stuff. No, it was green beans. Oh my god, it was green beans. It was one of the two. And I opened the fridge, and I was like just sitting there like staring at it, trying to not cave in. And I was like, I eventually stopped myself. I was like, no, we've made a commitment. 20 hours a day of fasting, 4 hours, and we're eating. Let's make sure those 4 hours are super nutritious. And I shut it. That was a peak of when I was really. That was one of the hardest periods during my switch to intermittent fasting. But that's really what kicked off a lot of my dieting. Like I lost about a pound, about a half a pound to a pound a day. Some days I lost a pound and a half or two, and that was me just absolutely just going as hard as I could. But I would say that intermittent fasting, in my opinion, it's just personal preference. I like it so much more than calorie counting. Like I know when I'm going to eat, I plan out when I'm going to eat, and it's very hard to get over my caloric maximum. But I got to make sure that in the fast, or inside the feeding window, that it's like nutritionally dense food. Like, for instance, I want to get some kale today or tomorrow. Actually, it's today now. Wow. One of the things I loved doing when I was dieting was eating big kale salads. I just really grew to like kale salad. I actually hate cooked kale. I think it's disgusting. But kale salads with the right dressing, oh my god, it's great. Like a big old kale salad every day. That, chicken breast. And I would have snacks. I'd like protein snacks. Those are really good. But that's what I'm going to get back to. And I also want to get back to being on a train just hard every night. Just weight training, boxing, all that stuff. Yeah, if you set it up to like a strict schedule, you know, the 24 is one of the harder ones. I also did some 1 day day fasts. My absolute like biggest fast ever was Megatronics. We did a live stream for Retro Feature Fest, and I didn't like that I was like pushing up on my weight, and so I did a 68-hour fast. And that was me like at my absolute like craziest, because I was training during that too. What the? Go back up. So 2 days a week I have to spend at my parents' house to look after my dad. And I just realized I could probably make those like 24 fasting days. Like if I go to that might be a good idea. So I'll do 2 24-hour fasts a week. And those are the 2 days I'm at my parents' house. And as a result, I don't have to go to the gym. Ooh, that could work out quite well. And then every other day is like a, I don't know, 18, I guess. It's like 16-8 or something like that. But yeah, it was hard like when I moved back to help out with mom and dad, because I didn't have my own place. Like I officially had one apartment, but I spent so much time over there that like I was doing my live streams from upstairs at my parents' house, even though I had this place I could go to whenever I wanted to. But now we've worked out the 2-day-a-week thing, so I can now get back to, you know, working on my priorities, you know, getting in shape, finishing music, streaming more with you guys. I think that it'd be fun to do more streams, and I take it more seriously. Also, thanks to Spanky's encouragement and help. But I'd like to do more of those. Thrill Killer, we have a music video coming up. Megatronics, we have a bunch of shows coming up. We have a really fun thing about to happen in MagFest. It'll be the first event where I'm playing double duty. It'll be Thrill Killer is playing Friday night for Jam Space at MagFest. And then Saturday night, Megatronics plays. So it is going to be interesting doing all that. So it's going to be busy, but I want to make sure that I'm the ultimate version of myself possible. Hey, what's up? Better than you. What's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. How you been? What's going on, buddy? Just, I'm in my new apartment now. Looking forward to doing more streams with you guys. It's great to see some familiar faces, dude. How you been? But yeah, overall, I'm just optimistic about this. Like, I'm feeling good. This new apartment's really nice. It's much more quiet than the last one. The neighbors upstairs are not absolutely just constantly making noise. Anyone who's had spent time over here has heard. I know Spanky has heard. Those guys, it's just, yeah, they're obscenely loud. But the new guy, yeah. His name's Tony. And I've been calling him Good Guy Tony. Yes. Fun fact. The Retro Future Fest was it was a live streamed festival. And both Power Rob, my solo project, and Megatronics were part of that stream event. What we had done is I'm drifting. What we did was we were able to rent out this beautiful venue called the Church on the Rock, and we hooked up lights, all the fancy stuff. And we pre-recorded ourselves doing sets of Power Up and Megatronics. And then for the live stream event, they were able to use those pre-recorded things while we were in the chat talking with everybody. But yeah, we'd like to do another one at some point, sure. It just costs cash and all that. And my main investment lately has been a... Yeah. Yeah, they were terrible. But yeah, I'd like to do more of those. Also, Thrill Killer has to do one. Like, we gotta do that. That's the big thing that's kind of broke my heart the most is because the pandemic's made it hard for like a full live band to do much, and so I always felt that Thrill Killer's kind of been a little on almost like borderline hiatus. But yeah, no, it's just been really feeling a lot better getting my priorities in line and getting back in action. But I do. Ooh, I wonder. I'm spending 2 nights at my parents' house anyways. So, I wonder if I should do those two, because that's Thursday and Wednesday. Sorry, Tuesday, Wednesday, when I have to spend at my parents'. I wonder if I should, it's going to be tedious, but I could bring my setup those days and just stream from the parents, or I stream more days from here, because I'm here, 5 days a week while I'm over there 2 days a week. I got to figure that out. I mean, would you guys want more streams? I know I'm down to like maybe 2 or 3 a week, but I don't know. Would you guys want to see me do this more often? If so, I'll work something out. Ooh, there's a spin shot. I mean, I did that. The thing is, like, my gym here is so late, so like, that's the only thing that's gonna be competing with it is I want to make sure I can train every night that I'm not at my parents'. No questions asked. Drifting again. Whoa. Okay, might have to do more of them then. Also, I gotta play Spanky and Smash Brothers on a live stream. But you're gothy. Death is the duplicitous edge that we all walk upon. And what better way to walk on the edge between life and death than playing me in Super Smash Brothers? What better way to live life when having the distinct honor of dying at my hands in a video game, That line, it's like, I think I got that from Akuma. I think that's an Akuma line. You have the honor of dying at my hands. Like, it's just so epic sounding. It's also like ultra arrogant sounding. You have the honor of dying at my hands. Like, oh shit, this guy's legitimate. Just rolls off the tongue. It's pretty gothy, you know. As you're falling off the side, you like time slows down, and you're like, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." You're like, "Darkness surrounds me." Like, "Father, why have you forsaken me?" Oh, that's fun. Father, what? I don't know why it's so fun to do that. I guess it's because with Thrill Killer, Aries, my old band, back when Baltimore Sound Management was playing a lot of shows around here, they would book you with anybody. And sometimes there'd be lineups of bands that should not have been playing together. And the worst ones were when you had to play with screamo bands. Like, they were the absolute worst. And so I would make fun of the fact that their topics are usually the same garbage. Like, it's always like being angry about a girl, or, you know, there you go, yeah, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. Or should I say, I have. That's a good one. I ask you, to what end? Some fun lines. Run from it. I was going on about. Whatever. Yeah, I lost my train of thought there. Oh, right. So, yeah. So I eventually just got so tired of it that I would just bring up, you know, that there's screamo songs about being sent to your room, you know, and "Father, why have you forsaken me?" But do, like, you know, Cookie Monster. All I can think about is death in my room. And death. This, oh God. Like, initially I was open-minded. Yeah, exactly. This is like the only topics. Screw you, Dad. This song's about you, and I hate you. Yeah. That's all it was. And, like, I was open-minded for the first dozen shows, but every time I play a show, I have to apologize to the people that came to see us. They're like, "Do we have to sit through this band?" I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Please stick around. You know, it means a lot." And it's like, we don't have to put our people through that. I tried doing business with one of those guys. He was friends with me after that whole scene was over with, but he ended up being, well, he was very emo. He would get pissy about stuff and, like, quit bands while they're on tour and stuff. He was a piece of work. One of the probably one of the fakest musicians I've ever worked with. But yeah, he came from the whole screamo background. There's a lot of that going on. I think it's because a lot of guys that do that, they're just doing it because they want to get laid. I mean, whatever, you know, you have your own motives, sure, but it's just, you can tell when someone has that as their main reason for making music, because they always make terrible music. Like, they know how to do just it's not like they even, like, have ideas. They just know how to combine certain notes together and to be passable enough in their style to get laid. That's one of my running theories. Because there's no reason that music like that, like a lot of that, can be so uncreative and boring unless it's formulaic in order to, you know, achieve an ulterior motive. You're literally just, like, farting into a microphone with your mouth. I mean, I'll give credit to, like, a lot of the, you know, some of the more extreme styles of metal. There's at least some spark of creativity there. But, like, what we were dealing with constantly in the Baltimore community, like, at least not, like, probably 09, 08, was just tons of just boring, just screamo, like, self-indulgent, just, you know, I hate you, Dad music, and I'm just so done with it. You play enough shows, you spend enough time in the trenches doing that, you just start to hate it. You gotta call it for what it is. Just noise. I started sounding like a football jock about it all too. It's kind of funny because I never identified as that, but like I started becoming that person with them, using terms like Cookie Monster because I know it bothers them. I know it's more. There's more technique to the vocal fry screaming. I know the terms and everything for it, but ow! I am talking. But it's still funny to say, hey, you listen to Cookie Monster stuff? It's like when you talk to an anime fan and you bring up how they like cartoons and then they just lose their shit. It's not a cartoon. Oh, that's cool. You know, it's kind of funny. I'm not sure if this still stands, but I believe that's funny. So there's a light in my kitchen that is sensor activated to if you walk in and all that. I thought it would only activate it to people, but I just saw it go off, and it was because of my kitty cat. So he has enough mass where he can trigger the lights in the kitchen. Yeah, he wants a third serving of food tonight. I'm not giving it, buddy. You need to lose weight. I'm losing weight. You're gonna lose weight too. The vet told me you have to get it done, and I want you to live a long and happy life, but just maybe a little less calories. Okay, big guy? I know you don't understand what I'm saying, but I'm doing it because I care about you, big guy. 2 cans a day, I think, is more than enough. But you ain't getting 3. But yeah, like it's more like a tactic when I bring up Cookie Monster. Like I get it. Like there's there is a system of technique behind it. But you know that like a lot of the screamo guys, they just learn the bare minimum. Just because it's never about the music, it's about, you know, themselves, and I just don't have a lot of respect for that. Oh yeah, another thing that's funny with anime fans is if you bring up how you love anime too, like you like authentic anime, and then you bring up your favorites Avatar, and they just the jokes write themselves at that point. Because like on command, you're going to get the hilarious lecture about how Avatar was made by an American studio, and this, and they sometimes they get offended. And I just can't help it. I can't help it. It's just fury. It's just every time. It's not anime! There was one guy in one of my groups. He's causing trouble. I posted one of my characters in Dokkan Battle, this Dragon Ball game that I'm way too obsessed with. And he laughed when I post, unaware that my actual collection was like depressingly large. It was insanely large. And I started busting out my actual collection to show him like, hey, this is who you just scorned and laughed at. How dare you? I hope he's feeling better, by the way. It's pretty fun. Well, his is different. His is I know he's very very protective over Robotech. I think there's something about some other show that like ripped it off or something he's unhappy with. I don't know. All I know is it was pretty fun. It's every time you tell an anime fan that, you know, I'm like, dude, I know why you're so upset about cartoons. Like you drop cartoons in there and it's like it's just fury. What? It's not a cartoon. It's like talking to a comic book fan and like the ones that like want to call them graphic novels. It's like, dude, it's comic book. Some comic books are quite intelligent, but it's comic book. I mean, we're one step away from calling it a coloring book, and I don't even know if that could be very amusing. As someone who owns a lot of comics, I have a big collection in storage. Yep, there it is. Man, yeah, he was very protective over Macross. because I watched Robotech for the first time, and that's when I think it first came up. Then he said that Robotech was like it did something to Macross or something. I don't know, or Macross did something to it, but he was very, very, very motivated about that. Apparently, it's a very important cartoon. But yeah, oh my god, that some of the plot of Robotech was a mess. Like I forgot a lot of the details in it, but like I remember like there was a singer and like they would use her to like rally the whole city to like fight alongside her or something. But the problem was they couldn't get a singer that could sing on pitch. And so it's like, what? Like this is supposed to be like some song that like apparently it is so powerful like it makes aliens like weak or something. I don't know. Maybe it's because she can't like not be flat. Like I didn't want to be that guy. And you ask Lucas this. I'm not a really big pitch Nazi as a vocal coach. Because I think there's always a technique that can fix it that you have to get to the bottom of. So there's no point in being like, oh, you're off pitch. Instead, we just try to figure out why they're off pitch and you can adjust it. But like at this point, you're on a multi-million-dollar cartoon here, and you can find someone who can sing on pitch. Or back in the 80s when this was recorded, there was pitch correction techniques that existed. Like you could have used Vari Speed or something to adjust the pitches, but like she just could not stay on pitch. I couldn't handle it. It was just a mess. Oh. And the romance in it, oh my god. Everyone they were all freaking out about this one pop singer. But when she finally starts singing, it's like she can't. It's like they found someone's aunt who like spent a little time in chorus. Or like, she sings in church sometimes. And this is supposed to be like the best pop singer of the Robotech, facility or the whole city. And she's like leading everyone to like this crazy battle. And it's just like, what? Like Lucas has good pitch. What happens if he was in Robotech? Would he just like become like this megastar in there because he's significantly beyond competent as a vocalist, and like the best they had is like can't sing on pitch? Like that would be completely unfair if he was in the Robotech universe in the middle of Robotech, Robotech. But yeah, like it just was strange. Like I could not wrap my brain around that when I watched Robotech. Like this is the best pop singer of like the entire like. I even forgot how big the ship was, but it's a full city, and this is the best you got. We're in the future. Like we have auto-tune at this point exists. Like use it, please. Like I draw the line at like someone who is hyped up so much in the storyline where her voice is able to like change the course of major military conflicts. Can you please sing on pitch then? Like I'm not asking about anything mega complicated. You don't even be Mariah Carey. Just can you just please not be flat all the time? Even a few bum notes here, that's fine. People make mistakes, but that ain't what I heard. I hope she watch it be weird like that singer stumbles on this and it's like really awkward now. Yeah. It boils down to, listen, if the singer if she's that off pitch, I'd rather hear them like auto-tuned into the Terminator rather than hear them sing off key. That much. Because her singing that song off pitch, that's canon. Because Robotech is canon. Gonna be honest, I like All Out for Christmas. In fact, it's one of the 2 or 3 Christmas songs I actually like. I even did a cover of it with Aries years ago for a big 98 Rock event. We called it Metal Mariah when we did it. But yeah. That was fun times. Yeah. It's one of the only ones that actually seems like it's well composed. Last Christmas is good. Actually, we count 4. I mean, Thank God It's Christmas by Queen was pretty good. And Spinal Tap's Christmas with the Devil rocks. I think that song rocks. Like when we got asked to do the Christmas event, I remember I told the band, I forgot about Last Christmas when I was deciding what song I wanted to do, and you had to have entire bands. Like, as opposed to most All-Star Jams are like you have to build a super group for every song, and this is one of the few ones where like each band chosen had to do it like their own song. And I told the band, I was like, listen, I forgot about Last Christmas, but I was like, if we're gonna do this, we have two choices, or else I don't want to do it. One, I was like, either we do Christmas with the Devil by Spinal Tap and we just metal it up and go crazy, or we do All I Want for Christmas because I actually like that song and I don't want to hear someone mess it up, because if it was done, someone was going to mess that up. And I don't want to see Mariah get butchered. But I will stick up for All I Want for Christmas. It just, in terms of its composition, the vocal delivery, like it's a good song. Like, if you remove the Christmas elements, it's just a good song. Where like most Christmas songs are just, in my opinion, not very good. It's one of the only ones I would listen to just because I like the song. Okay, good. Let's get out of here. Fun fact. I've actually covered with I've covered George Michael with two different oh yes, is that King Diamond? Oh, I didn't mean to take that. Oh man, they shouldn't have done that. I saw King Diamond and it threw me off. I was like, is that a King Diamond reference? It's okay, I'll let it pass. But Christmas with the Devil rocks, dude. That song's awesome. Yeah. I know that reference. King Diamond. Lucas is one of the people that's listening in that is aware of my opinion on King Diamond. But I believe he has a similar opinion anyways. I would rank, I don't know. It's kind of one of the similar issues I have with like Guar. But although I'll give it this, King Diamond actually tries making music. Guar doesn't make music. Guar makes noise. And somehow it works. Like Lordi is like Guar, but they make music. And they're good at it. Like Guar's just noise. Like, can you even tell if they play a song off or not in Guar songs? That's okay. I'm not going to be too judgy. You can like whatever you want. I just draw the line at King Diamond when people start saying he has like one of the biggest ranges in all of heavy metal. Like, and I hear that a lot. That's the only time I'm like, okay, we gotta have a chat about that. I don't know why he is like constantly put on that pedestal. It's just falsetto. Oh, any comments? You go to comments about range videos, you name it. King Diamond's constantly showing up. Constantly. It's obnoxious. I don't know why. It's like when you go to see a Buddy Rich video, and then for some reason there's all these like fans of Travis Barker and Lars Ulrich going like, dude, he's not as good as Lars. It's like, are you just, is this a troll thing? Like, because you know you're wrong. Like Buddy Rich versus Lars Ulrich of Metallica, you think it's even close? Hammerfall. Is that? I guess he must be the new one then, because I remember. I know. And was it Anders Johansson? Wasn't he the drummer of that for a while? You're a little late for that, Jillian. I was already kind of like done with King Diamond, but I can begin again if you'd like. I could do that for my favorite Harley Quinn. But yeah, like it's like the Lars thing. Like it's like, oh, Lars. Like again, I don't. Metallica has some good songs. Like at least it's not me. Like I would listen to Metallica over Buddy Rich. Like I'm not a jazz guy. But if you want to compare the two of them as drummers, the vocalist, you mean that's Yosim Khan's. Did he change? Did he replace Yosim? Let me double check that. But I'm pretty sure the singer of Hammerfall is Yosim Khan's. Starts with a J. Let's see. So, like, again, like, here we go. Was he replaced? No, it's Yosim. Yeah, it's Yosim Khan's. God, I almost got scared there for a second. Yeah, no, his name is Yosim. See? Right there. Yosim. I love Hammerfall. Hammerfall were one of the first bands I listened to in power metal. I obsessed about them. I started with Crimson Thunder and worked my way around Renegade, all those albums. I used to sing Hammerfall a lot. But yeah, so that's my argument, really. Like, it's not me saying, oh, you're not supposed to like this artist. It's not my point to tell anybody what to listen to. But it's when you start making comparisons like that, where like I'll see people say things like it'd be like a Jeff Tate thread, right? And it'll be like, oh yeah, but Jeff's no King Diamond. It's like, dude, like, you're goofy. He's even putting him in the same sentence as someone like Rob Halford or Jeff Tate is just comedy. But if you know, if you're gonna like talk about your preferences, okay, yeah, go ahead. I don't care. But to say like one singer is like objectively superior to another one, like you better have an argument, because those guys are very tough to top. The King Diamond's got the largest range of metal. No, he does not. That's my issue. And you see this again. Like, actually, I would say there are some major like greats from Jeff's. There's one major like from Jeff's era that I would say is close to him in terms of his technique, and that is Michael Kiske. Helloween. The two of them have startlingly similar voices. I'm familiar with Primal Fear. I've not listened enough to them. But yeah, with what makes Michael and Jeff so impressive is the fact their voice. I mean, especially Jeff. Jeff's voice is actually relatively low. He starts kind of in the baritone range. You can hear it in his speaking voice. I have not. I do honest, I have not cut up. I kind of like left power metal in general. I know enough about the greats and all that, and you know, Hammerfall. Yeah, I listened to them all throughout high school, or at least the latter half of high school. I loved them back then. But yeah, Michael Kiske. What makes the both of them so impressive is the consistency of the range. Like, it's one thing to be able to scream up high, you know, and do like a reinforced kind of scream or falsetto scream or whatever, but to connect your top to your lows and make everything blend the way they did, that's something else. And to do the whole range clean the way that they used to do it, that's tough. That's very tough. Are you a fan of Helloween, Jillian? That's pretty spooky. You know, there's a little bit of Kai Hansen in some of Lucas's vocals. I can see why you appreciate Lucas. He's got a little bit of that in there. However, I think he's been evolving significantly in terms of his tone to where he's kind of branching away from that, which is really good. But things are starting to make a lot more sense, Jillian. You're like, I want to get a power metal guy. And you found like one of the few real, like, true tenors in the area. Oh, speaking of that, Sebastian from Thrill Killer. I haven't listened to this yet. I gotta take a listen. He actually, just out of, I guess, curiosity, he recorded the instruments for a remake of Hearing Aid, We're Stars, and he sent that to me out of the blue recently. And I told him, I was like, you know, I could do the vocals on it, like do Hearing Aid, but it would be weird if it was one guy doing it. But to find, it just shifted again. It's like I could do them and get all the parts and all that, or we assemble the team. You know, we actually get a team of the right singers that can do it. I would totally hit up Lucas for that, to be one of the guys for the super team. That would be a lot of fun, getting him on board for Hearing Aid, We're Stars. Because I wouldn't want to do like a We Are the World thing where like you're butchering the original vocal parts to get your friends on and stuff. Like, well, you're an alto, so I could see, I could see that being comfortable for your tessitura. Because Ronnie was a tenor, so your voice is going to start higher naturally than Ronnie's is. I would be more interested to see if you could handle something written for soprano, or alto, like Battle Beast or something. That would be interesting. That singer's really good. The thing with a lot of altos and sopranos, the problem with I have it sometimes with them is they have this fantastic potential where they could really pull off some crazy stuff in their voice, but a lot of times they just settle. By all means, you can sign up for a free trial lesson. There's no obligation. Just sign up for one of those, and if you like it, we can get you on the schedule. I still. Yeah, dude, Ronnie, that really sucked when he passed away. Ronnie's an absolute monster. Ronnie was fantastic in terms of his consistency. That's really, if Ronnie had anything, he was really good. He was a very consistent vocalist. Was it me? I forgot who I knew about. Was you in the Yeah. I mean, we actually did a song to back when that goofy band I was in at the time. We covered The Mob Rules, which didn't make much sense to me because we were playing this place called I forgot the name of the venue. Goodness, I think it was called Max. And for some reason, my band had agreed to do an hour, like a half set or something like that, and we didn't have the material for it. And it was like, okay, well, Ronnie James Dio just passed away. Like, when we do a Dio song, and so I recommended to the band, I was like, well, let's do one that's gonna really kill some time because we're like at 45 minutes. We gotta kill 45 more minutes. Like, we're not ready. And they were like, no, we're gonna do The Mob Rules. I was like, why The Mob Rules? Like, The Mob Rules is a short song. I think The Mob Rules is something like 2.5 minutes. Where, like, I recommended Heaven and Hell. Heaven and Hell is like 7. Like, you have a long song, and that's a great one to kill time with. And there's one of the many goofy aspects of them, of that band. They're just dumb. Yeah, we're gonna call The Mob Rules. It's like, but why? Like, our job is to fill time. Like, you can't fill time, with The Mob Rules. You gotta do, like... Also, how is the if you're gonna pick a song that's really gonna be like one of the quintessential songs for Dio, I don't see that being the choice. You know, like if we're gonna pick Sabbath with Dio, you got to go with Heaven and Hell. You know, like maybe Children of the Sea, maybe, but you don't want to go like Mob Rules. That just doesn't. It does. It's not as quintessential. It's like doing solo Dio and doing like Gypsy or something. Like Gypsy's a cool song, but is it? It's not Holy Diver. You know, it's not Rainbow in the Dark. Like those are quintessential Dio songs. That's what you think about when you think Dio. You know, and when you think Dio Sabbath, you think Heaven and Hell, maybe the Mob Rules, but it's not like this is like the top one. You know, they're just guys. They did not have their stuff together. They're just complete imbeciles. And I can talk about it now because it was over 10 years ago. But yeah, they were one of the most clownish bands I've ever been in. And even now, like after all this time, they're good. Yeah, they're good cuts, you know. But like if I'm gonna cover Dio, right, and I want to do like a song that tributes him, you gotta pick like a song that truly defined his career. And for Sabbath, it's Heaven and Hell. There's no song that is as quintessential for the Dio Sabbath era than Heaven and Hell. There's other ones that are good songs. They're fantastic songs, but that's like iconic, you know? Heaven and Hell is iconic. But yeah, those guys are absolute clowns. Even now, like after I left the band, I did it amicably. And it's one of the reasons that I don't have a lot of respect for musicians that quit before a show. I actually made a deal with them, you know, and I think this is the way to go. When I quit the band, I made it clear that I was going to finish my last few shows with them because I had an obligation to fulfill. And even though those guys, especially the head of it, were raging maniacs, like I cannot stress how insane these guys were, or that guy was. Even though I had an incredibly low opinion of him, I still made good. I was like, I want to make sure, you know, I want to finish the shows I agreed to because this stuff follows you. And so whenever I see a musician, like I even shook the guy's hand. Like I was like, okay, you know, I'm going to get out of here. You know, even though we had big fights and everything, I was like, no, I'm going to leave the right way. You know, I've had band members that couldn't do that, where they would just get pissy and like no call, no show. And I will never in my entire career have respect for that. I've had some people that I used to work with actually that they're okay with that, and there's a reason they're still recording music and showing it to their significant other, and that's their entire fan base. Because they have no respect for the show. If you guys come to any of my shows, I cannot stress it enough. You guys are doing me a gigantic favor. Even if you guys are like the biggest fans of what I do, it doesn't matter. Like you don't have to be there. That is a favor you're doing me. And that in any performer you go to see, that is a favor that you are doing for them, because you don't have to go. No one has to go. And whenever I have a musician that either bails on a show with disrespecting our fan base like that, or is okay with that, like they're completely okay with a musician doing that, and they'll stick up for their feelings, whatever garbage they're justifying themselves with, there's a reason those people never have fans. It's because, you know, they underestimate how clever people are, or how aware they are. And it's like, you can tell the kind of fakeness with somebody. You can tell when they're just an opportunistic, you know, crybaby. But yeah, we've had that happen before, and it's enraging. But yeah, with those guys, I quit the way I thought is the right way to quit. You know, you finish your shows, you finish your obligations, and then you leave. And that is, in my opinion, the way to quit a band. It's very rare that, well, actually, it's never happened. But by quitting like that, you are showing that your pettiness, your squabbles are more important than your fans. I tried. And, I mean, you knew, I told you all about those guys when I was dealing with them. They were, especially the one guy, absolute maniacs. We had a bunch of songs on our MySpace, and it was funny. I can see that, yeah. I would say that Rush is more creative, better hooks. But yeah, there was one instance we had an ex-guitar player that they kicked out, and come to find out that where are we? Okay, sorry. Kind of find out, because I was a new guy at the time, that dude wrote all the music. He wrote the lyrics. Like, he did everything. And it was like one or two songs that the other guy was responsible for, the crazy guy. And we just kept all of his material up on our MySpace, and it had just my vocals and stuff on it. But it was his writing, his guitar playing, his rhythm guitar playing, like it was all him. And we just kept it. And then we were booked to play with Doro Pesh, Stratovarius, Pagan's Mind, and 3 Inches of Blood. And so we had some big shows coming up. And here, imagine being that guy that, like, due to some politics, you have these big shows you're going to play. And not only that, you were kicked out, but the music you wrote is being played by that band because they don't have their own stuff. Anyways, this genius installed a tracker on his MySpace, our band MySpace, and it shows you like who's viewing within like a 100-mile radius of each like blip. So he saw that someone from Baltimore was following our band page. Well, first off, we're a Baltimore band, so your evidence is that someone from Baltimore is viewing our Baltimore band page. Okay, so here's how crazy the guy got. Apparently, he then took the ex-guitar player to court because of his MySpace conspiracy theory that he was spying on us, and all the guy was doing, I think it still does, yeah, all the dude was doing was just seeing how the show went, because it's his music, and he's trying to see how it went. It's a public artist page. He's allowed to do that. And apparently, like, he was very irate when the judge threw the case out. In fact, I mean, again, at this point it's hearsay, so I gotta confirm it. I don't care enough to confirm it. But apparently he said something along the lines of like, oh, I can't be held responsible if I do anything to this guy then, and to a judge. So you're threatening someone in court because he allegedly looked at your MySpace to a judge. That's the kind of people I quit. That's the level of insanity that I parted ways with, including a handshake. So I never, ever, ever want to hear excuses about someone no-call, no-showing a show. Ever. You have no excuse. If I could go through all that, dealing with that maniac, and finishing my shows with them, then you better finish your obligations. Because whatever you're whining and crying about, it ain't that. Because at the end of the day, your career is more important than your squabbles. I would say that my issues with him were much more than a squabble. But it's just finish your shows. Because at the end of the day, it's not even that you're disrespecting the band. More importantly, you're disrespecting your fan base. And I'll never respect that. I'll always remember that. It is a grudge I will happily hold. If I know you're one of those kind of musicians, you'll never, ever work with me. I made the mistake one time firing something like that. It's absolutely bonkers. And like after I quit too, I shook their hand and I went through my the paces and everything. They would use their MySpace to when we had that happen in one of my bands. Someone actually did a no-call, no-show because they had a personal issue with me, and the personal issue was they agreed to sell a bunch of tickets for a show coming up, and then the week of the show they admitted they were at zero. And I was like, we can do better than this, because at that time me and another guy in the band were doing all of the work. Like we were selling in terms of selling. Like, we had sold every ticket on behalf of the band, but we had told that promoter a number, factoring in that guy's promise, and he never was coming through. And it's like, dude, this is your debut with us. And so he got pissy, and after that, he tried to like demand to have like an intervention with me, and I'm like, no, like you've agreed to do a certain thing, you're not going to do it, and we have to cover for you now. You need to help us out. You need to pull your weight, because we're doing it for you, and we're not going to spend all this time covering for the lack of tickets. You can't do that. And he then backed out of the show last minute, and he then backed out of our upcoming tour 2 weeks later. Thankfully, we found a replacement who was fantastic, who's a superior musician to that guy in every way. Also, it's a professional. There's a reason he does it as a day job, and this guy doesn't, and that'll always be that way, by the way. But yeah, if you've shown that that's part of your, your history, where you've bailed on projects like that, I'll never forget it. Absolutely. Oh, by the way, he's a screamo guy. What are the odds? It's like the. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult because I don't really like. That's why I don't name names in that kind of situations, because at the end of the day, like, it's not gonna help me out if I name him. It's not like he makes music that is very interesting, anyways. But yeah, no, He attempted to make a little some sort of a pass about it on his wall when he bailed literally days before a show, thinking that people were gonna be cool with him about that. The event learned about it. Like, I made sure the event knew, I made sure the right people knew about that stuff. And once you, here we go. See the next one. Once you do something like that, it's like that will follow you. Because he was so wrapped up in his own petty, because I guess he was thinking that he could benefit from working with me and like get all these contacts and stuff. But it's like, dude, I work with these people, these booking agents and stuff, because they know I have a reputation of not quitting the day of a show or 2 days before a show. I don't pull that. That's why they work with me. They're not going to work with you when they're like, oh yeah, I quit that show because Rob was being a meanie head. They don't care. You bailed on their event, dude. Like, you bailed on their event. You spat in the face of the fan base that came. Like, nah. This is one of the reasons why, like, I was talking to another ex-band member of mine, and it was funny. He ended up making his own band after things fell apart with mine. And it's funny because, like, one of my biggest gripes with musicians is I usually found myself doing all the work in a band. Like, I always got exhausted doing that. And after I ended my old band, they made their own kind of rival band to Thrill Killer. And I knew that without me, they were going to be doing some serious learning, because I did all the work for those guys before. And so anyways, we had this kind of Cold War for a while. And I remember this one agent walked up to me. He's like, yo, I did some business with those guys. Because I actually made it pretty quiet that we had these giant problems with them. Like, we had some big problems. Like, they had fans, like, just vandalizing our wall, all this stuff, or our Facebook wall. But I stayed quiet. And I had one of the people that worked with them. It was so dumb, but we kept quiet. And we had to do all-star jams with them. That meant we had to perform with these guys. Like, we had to do gigs with them. And that was really annoying, because they tried to act all, like, innocent and stuff, but the booking agent was not having it. Anyways, I got pulled aside by this one agent. He's like, yo, I just want to let you know, like, I tried doing business with those guys. I can tell you who did all the work in your old band, and it was you, and I appreciate that. And I'm like, so, hey, they got their own stuff to learn right now. I appreciate the chat. But anyways, I reconnected with the kind of head of that band now, and we've been talking about licensing our old catalog for some stuff. But he actually was like, yo, I want to say I'm sorry about putting you through all that trouble. Like, I tried making a band on my own, and I realized, man, you had to do a lot of work. And I was like, I've had that happen with about half a dozen musicians over the years, where they're like, well, I thought you were a jerk initially, but, like, I realized when I make a band, like, you've got to be that guy. And it's like, I don't want to be, but I want to play shows. Like, I want to do well. So whatever it takes, I would like for us to be the bestest of friends, whatever. But if it ends up not getting us shows, I'm going to be the guy that helps us get shows. And that's all I care about. And I've had that talk so many times. Like, oh man, I'm really sorry I'm putting you through all that. And it's like years later. It's like, well, I'd love those years back. That'd be great. I'd love to have that. I'd love to have that time I wasted back. That'd be really good. If you could figure out a way to give me those years back, that'd be great. But whatever. I just focus on what's next. But yeah, musicians, there's some of the best people I know, and also some of the most despicable people I know. This is why I remember I was talking to him. I said, you know, this is probably the last time I'm gonna make a band, which is Thrill Killer, because Megatronics, I don't consider that a band. It's two of us. It's a duo, which is very convenient, by the way. Playing shows with two of us, whew, the flight costs are so much easier. But yeah, so with Thrill Killer, it's like I just don't. The reason that band continues is because the guitar player is that good of a person, the good of a teammate. It's just so unfortunate that later in my career I met someone as fantastic as Sebastian, because had I've had a guy like him on my team during Ares, we would have been unstoppable. Oh my god. Good. So that's why Power Rob was like a big focus of mine, because it was like I only had to work with the producer for that, and well, I had to do collaborations. So it was called people involved, but it was never a band, you know. Didn't have to worry about band photos. Didn't have to worry about who's in the center, you know, how we're gonna dress, all that. Didn't have to do it. None of that was a problem, because it's just me doing it. But Thrill Killer exists at this point because Sebastian is just that fantastic of a musician that I'm willing to continue, because he's had my back for 5 years through thick and thin, no matter what. And as a result, I will continue that band, because right now it's kind of nice doing a solo project. I can do the interviews myself. I don't have to worry about anything but just me, and I love it. For what it's worth, my solo stuff, it's effectively just Thrill Killer without guitar. At least some of it. I mean, I write some of it to be as synthy as possible, but it's pretty much Thrill Killer. Like Monster Man, if my label did not take that song, I would have just made a Thrill Killer. Actually, I can play that song for you guys if you want. It has not been released yet. It's coming out next week. It was aired in a few shows recently. I can do a little listening if you guys want to hear. Oh, hey, Spanky. You guys want to hear Monster Man? Just a little sneak peek. It's the title track of my new upcoming album. All right, how about this? We get 2 more yeses. I'll do it. Did Jillian fall asleep? Although I think, yeah, Jillian's heard Monster Man. Okay. Morgan, you want to hear Monster Man? Oh, actually, I think you might prefer it too. But yeah, I can play it on here if you want. Basically, I'm just going to go to the starting screen, because that's actually the song on the starting screen. And I don't think you guys had a chance to hear it yet. I want to get like one more. I don't want to. Alright, cool. I'm going to pause. Alright, we're going to go to the main screen. Oh my god, what the? Why did it? What the? I loaded the wrong thing. Alright, we're going to go to the starting screen. And we're going to. Here's Monster Man. This is the title track of my upcoming album.
Taking a chance. It's a fist what can last forever. Jesus, we got a good thing going, baby. Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. When the beat comes alive, baby, got a good thing going, baby. Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. I'm out on the run, kind of time on your love, but I'm up on some bud. Some say it's all venom, it's a conspiracy, some strange ecstasy. How could you fall to be wrapped up with the villain? Jesus, we got a good thing going, baby. Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. When the beat comes alive, baby, got a good thing going, baby. Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. And maybe if we just keep running, baby, Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. When the beat comes alive, baby, got a good thing going, maybe, Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. She says we got a good thing going. She says she got a good thing going. She says she got a good thing going. Oh! She says we got a good thing going, baby. Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. When the beat comes alive, baby, got a good thing going, baby. Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. And maybe if we just keep running, baby, Mr. Monster Man, in the heat of the night when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. Jesus, you got a good thing going, baby, Mr. Monster Man, and when you gotta steal the show, don't go it alone. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
All right, cool. Hopefully I cut it at the end of the song there. I think I did. So, that's title track. And that's fitting with the Halloween theme, I think, pretty well. Oops. My head's... There we go. But yeah, been working pretty hard on this album. But if you put some guitars behind that, like, that was totally... Oh my god, who shot me? Thanks. That was totally gonna be a Thrill Killer song. If my... I was like, they better take this. It's such a hooky song. Thanks, man. I was like, yeah, if they don't take that, it's going Thrill. This has to become Thrill Killer. But like this, I write the same way. I just different instruments. If it's a power up song, we're gonna make it synthy. If it's Thrill Killer, we're gonna add some guitars to it. You know, full band, maybe some guitar solos. But the guitar player of Thrill Killer actually is on my solo album. He does this guitar solo. That's Sebastian. The main reason I'm continuing Thrill Killer. And also, I'm the catalog I'm immensely proud of. It's also just fun playing with a live band. It's just a different ass animal than doing like a duo thing. Feels great, like a live band behind you. But yeah, that's it. I described the song as Michael Jackson meets Bowser's Castle. That's a good way to put it. Here, let's do... Since I was so... My file was so rudely messed up, let's see what else there is to play. I had a nightmare, and in the nightmare I had this really creepy melody. Just really massive, you know, foreboding melody. And it was... And I remember, like, I was so... Usually a lot of these ideas hit me when I'm dreaming. So I woke up and I like got my voice recorder up and I just kind of weakly, because I'm just waking up, just hummed. And so I had that voice melody, and I woke back up again. And I'm like, oh wow, that's a cool melody, you know, when I woke up for real. And so I went to FL Studio and I just started building. And I was like, what if we just go just straight funk after that intro? I took the MIDIs I built, gave them to Tony, my engineer, and he just tricked out the tones and added some elements to make it bigger. And that's it. I think that bad boy is gonna do quite well. So next Friday, that's gonna be the Power Rob solo album release event. I'm very excited about that. Been working very hard on this album. I drove him insane on that. Like the part was like, "Don't go it alone." The part there, the way I hit go, I wasn't quite 100% happy on like the exact timing. So I had him like move it around like 100 times, and poor guy, he was so patient with me. But yeah, no, it's 8 songs, but it's 8 like singles. Like it could have had more, but we actually cut out any filler that could have been on it. So it is just banger after banger after banger. Immensely happy with this. Very, very, very stoked. What else can we play? I mean, you've heard some of the, I mean, okay, we can talk about some of these songs in here. Most of you guys have heard a chunk of the upcoming songs. Y'all know what's coming. I got that ballad. I think you guys know what ballad I'm talking about. It's that collaboration with Elevate the Sky. Starts with a G. Actually, I'm gonna tell him right now. You know, I wasn't. It looks a lot better than 3, but in terms of games, I'm excited for in general. Not really any of them, really. It's been hard to really get into games, to be honest. Like I play a lot of old stuff, like, you know. I'm trying to think of anything I'm really excited for. Oh yeah. I'm really excited for the Grand Theft Auto Remaster Collection. I want to play Vice City in high def. That's gonna be so fun. Really excited about that. That is it's gonna be immense fun. It's gonna be super aesthetic doing Vice City. All HD with Grand Theft Auto 4 controls or 5 controls. I'm here for that. Hey Spanky, you ever play this game? We should do that. Get Smash. At least I have someone to play with. Alright. This is the first stream I've had in probably a year where I got to use my chair again. The Power Rob matching chair. Yeah, interesting, yeah. It's drifting again, really. Is that like a remake, or is it an actual like new Elder Scrolls game? Go up! Stop drifting! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is a bad run, guys. This is very bad. It's because this is really bad drifting. Oh my god. Huh. Well, I could do a run of classic mode if you want. See some styling if you want. Don't think I have it in me to do like serious fights because my skills are pretty out of date. Or I can continue Doom 2 on Ultra Violence. I appreciate it. Oh, right, yeah. The settlement system was annoying. Oh, for a second I thought you were talking about mine. I was like, what? My colors are off? Oh my god, the drift is happening again. Yeah, dude. So help yourself, man. Stop drifting. This is really bad. This drift is awful. I was actually letting the spin aim for me as I was firing on the timing right there. Oh my god. This is the worst drift I've seen so far. I think it's time for a new controller. Oh, I didn't want to pay for a new one. I think it's time. This is ridiculous. It's yeah, that's a good one. Initial D. Gas, gas, gas. Like these, usually it's like a tiny bit of drift, but that was like terrible. What the? Dude, don't switch weapons. Dude, you gonna shoot him, Doom guy? There we go. Yeah, this is the right stick was terrible. Yeah, no thanks for the drift, dude. Cut it out. Look those up. Damn, usually can get that without getting touched. Oh, whoops. Whew. Well, that was fun. Little impromptu session we had here. I think I might wrap it up tonight. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me this whole time. Thanks for listening to the new song. Hope you guys enjoy the album that comes out. And once that's wrapped up, I'll be heading straight into building the next Thrill Killer release as well. So I'll catch you guys then. But that being said, yeah, it was a good 3-hour session. I'm going to get some rest. I had a long night tonight. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Have a good night.